Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to another episode of Squad Overview. This time we are taking a look at AS Roma, a fallen giant in Italy, where hopefully you can bring them back to the top of the Italian game. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but like to do so, please click that subscribe button down in the corner. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel. And also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say and any teams you'd like to suggest for this series. Let's dive straight in, shall we? Now, it's worth mentioning before we continue, we are using the FM21 database to take a look at these players, but we have updated it to the end of the summer window. So this is the squad you will start FM22 with. And they've made a good acquisition in goal. Have AS Roma. Rui Patricio has joined the club from Wolves. He is the best goalkeeper at the football club. If I were you, it would be an area I would certainly take a look at, bringing in another goalkeeper. You do have two goalkeepers out on loan, Paul Lopez and Robin Olsen, so you will have options come season 2, but initially, if you lose Rui Patricio, you are in deep doo-doo straight away. Taking a look at right back, and Leonardo Spinoli is definitely the best fullback at the club. He can play on the right and the left hand side, which gives you a lot of variety, as can David Santon. He can do the same. Rick Kastrop is the out and out right fullback. Brian Reynolds is a good one coming through, the USA international. He's only 19 years of age, so he will take a bit of nurturing, but you do have a lot of options at right back. You have a couple of options at left back as well. Obviously, we've mentioned Spinazzola and Santon already. Matheus Vinha is the out-and-out left back. He's the only one that can play just on this side. Again, as I mentioned, it's good to have players who can play right and left. It gives you a bit of variety, but it may be an area you look to try and improve. As well, you might look to improve at centre-half, but you do have a good basis to work from. You've got Federico Fazio, Ibanez, Chris Smalling, Gianluca Mancini, and Brian Cristante as well. 5 very good options at centre-half. There's not a lot coming through either, sadly, but they will certainly get you through Season 1, and then you may look to do something in Season 2. You have lots of options as well in defensive midfield. Jordan Verchut is one. Stephen Nzonzi, he seems to have been around forever. He's another one. Ahmed Diawara is another good one, and Cristante we've already mentioned, as is Gonzalo Villar. So you do have a lot of options in this defensive midfield position. As you do in centre midfield, adding to those players, Pellegrini is a very, very good midfield player, the captain of the side at the start of the game as well. It's also worth mentioning Nicolo Zanluni as well. Had a lot of injury problems, but he's on his way back, and hopefully he can be back to his best with you for FM22. I would see his position, though, further forward up the park. Now, I would expect you're probably going to play with wide players and maybe 3 in midfield. So let's take a look at these now. Stephen Al-Shawari is the one that stands out the most. Obviously, a lot of potential, has never really kicked on in his career, which is such a shame, but hopefully he can get the best out of him. Henrik Mkhitaryan is with Roma at the moment. Charles Perez is another good one coming through, only at the age of 23. So it's certainly a position you might look to improve upon. Justin Kluivert will come back to the club in the second season, and hopefully he can do some damage for you as well. You may look to invest at someone that can play behind the striker. Out of the players here, we've mentioned already Perez, Mkhitaryan and Pellegrini, Zanaloni as well. Riccardi is probably the best of the players that are in the youth setup already. So yeah, I would definitely take a look at bringing in somebody to play behind the striker, because all of these other players are probably going to be used elsewhere. Don't need to take a look at anybody in the striking department, though. You have an abundance of strikers. So Borja Marilel has joined from Real Madrid. Eldor Samanchov has joined, as well as Tammy Abraham. Hopefully he will do all right for you in Italy. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for him, because he's a very good player, is Tammy Abraham. He was dealt a rough hand at Chelsea, So hopefully you can get the best out of him in Rome. So lots of work there to do with the AS Roma team. There is quality there, but there's not a lot of it. A couple of injuries and you are in deep trouble very early on. So hopefully you can navigate that and find some players to bring in to that Roma squad to give it a chance of challenging for the Serie A title. I'll be interested to see what people do with Roma this year. Obviously, with Jose Mourinho taking charge in real life, there are going to be fireworks in the Italian capital. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say or any teams you want me to take a look at. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.